I know I haven't been here in a while. I've been thinking of ideas to give you more videos here in the future, and now I thought of what better way to start up with my videos again, because it's been a few weeks because of school and working. So now what better way to bring you another video is book talk. My recent video just got uploaded because I had problems on my computer. I can catch my never fade book talk that's up right now on my channel. But today we're gonna discuss Shatter by Tahereh Mafi. I loved this book so much. Like, I read this actually 6 months ago. I read this in March on my trip to California, and it was really good. And the writing style is amazing. I like how she writes. Like, she crosses things out, which is really cool, and you get to see what the main character is thinking. Can we talk about these covers? How beautiful are they? I mean, you got the eye here. And these are actually, if you don't know, these are the second covers that were released. The original covers had the actress who played the main character on the front, but these were the new ones, the new covers with the eye on it, which I'm glad I got these. I got these books for Christmas. As you can see, I have all the books. I had a great time reading this. Great writing style. It is so fun and really good read. I blew through this book really quickly in like 3 weeks, and I normally don't finish books in that time period, but if it's good, I'm going to read this baby. But it was amazing. I love this book. This author is amazing. Tahereh Mafi. She is an amazing author, and I love this book so much, and I enjoyed it. I'm in the middle of Unravel Me right now, as you can see by my bookmark page. I am going to talk about this book right now, but as you can tell in reading this, I will do a review for this book in the near distant future as soon as I finish this book. Today we're going to do this book. Let's get started! Shatter is about a girl named Juliet with her power is a lethal touch. When people touch her, they die. The book opens up and she's in this insane asylum. She's by herself. She's been locked off from people and the outside world for 3 years, and she has no interaction with people. Her parents got rid of her when she was a kid, and she has no parents, no friends, no family, so she's basically on her own. And then this guy comes in, and she thinks that he is in the same boat as her, but he's not, and let's just say a plot twist happens. I don't want to give too much away for you guys who haven't read the book. That's the section without spoilers. So if you haven't read the book, I suggest you pick it up and then come back and watch this video, because I will spoil you. And I don't want to do that, guys. I don't want to spoil a book for you if you haven't read it. So leave now, read this book, and then come back. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye. Okay, let's discuss the book. So, like I said before, the book opens up and Juliet is in this insane asylum. She's being locked away from everybody, from the world, for 3 years. And she has no interaction with people, no interaction with any human being. Same thing as people, but you get my point. The animals, anything. But the only thing that she really does see is this white bird that she sees all the time, and she kind of interacts with that, and I guess that is kind of the only living thing she can see, and I think she's kind of obsessed with it and the way that it can't fly, and she's mesmerized by it, and it's amazing. It took me about 100 pages to get into it, and then after that I just picked up like really fast. So she's locked up, and then she's minding her own business, she's antisocial, she's being herself, and then a door opens and in walks who? This mysterious guy she has no idea about. She thinks that he's just like her, but it turns out it's Adam. He's working for Warren, and Warren was, for the whole thing, he's the reason why she was locked up there. I'm just like, really? Come on. Like, Adam? And then Adam, turns out Adam was like working there, and then that was amazing. Like, I liked it when Adam showed up and then they shared things, and then when she comes face to face with Warren, she had no idea that, you know, Adam was working with Warren. I mean, in a way, I guess it kind of was a plot twist, but I actually, that was actually something I didn't really see coming, but it was still there and kind of implied that that he was working for Warner. I kind of caught on, actually, maybe throughout the book. That I loved it. So let's discuss some characters. We could discuss Adam because he's amazing. We have Kenji. Can we talk about Kenji? He's so cool. I mean, he's so funny. I swear to God. And then it turns out he was working for Castle and he was undercover for Warner. Oh my God. I love Kenji. He's like my favorite character. Every line that came out of his mouth was hilarious. I was laughing and cracking up. Even reading Unravel Me, I am cracking up. He is hilarious. I swear to God, he's so funny. Then we got James. James is Adam's brother. He's his little brother that we meet when they go back to the apartment and they have their little moment where they're hiding from Warner, and then this is before they go back to go to Omega Point where Kenji is and Castle is, and where we get more characters towards the end of the book, and then they're more really introduced, and then we get more of them in the second book. That's my opinion. I think that's basically what it is, because we don't get much of them towards the end, because they arrived at Mega Point. It's like the last few pages of the book, and then you got the very end where there was a preview for the next book. Juliet is the main character, obviously, and she has these thoughts, and she keeps thinking things, and she's a little scared, but in a way, she's strong. She's a great protagonist. She has an amazing mind. I like being in her head and reading about her thoughts and how strong she is, and how she can be able to, throughout the book, learn about her power and learn how things are going on. So Juliet, we learned throughout the book, has a fainting problem. Find her like weak in the knees and falling. Because if she doesn't eat, then she's gonna fall and she's gonna faint. She's not gonna be able to use her power and get her freaking butt out of that place and escape. She's stronger than she thinks she is, and she just doesn't know it. And the other character we get Warner. To say, I'm sorry, I have to say, I'm Team Warner. I love him. I think he's hot. Oh God, I have a crush on him. I loved him. He is a great antagonist. I like the way he wouldn't give up on Juliet, and I know it was more than business with her, more than her power, and more than that, he started developing feelings for her. And I liked how they kiss at the end of the book, and when she shot him. That was a good kiss, but shooting him ruined it, and I'm really upset that he got shot, but I'm glad he's not dead, because we need to hear more from this guy, and I hope he lives throughout the series, because I love this guy. I swear, him and Juliet, I ship that OTP. I think they're great together, and he loves her. Well, not loves her, but he does. He said he loved her in the book. He has feelings for her other than her power, and he wants to get with her. They need to be together, like, now. Because, I mean, as much as I love Adam so much, I like Warner and Juliet together. We first see him with Juliet, and then he takes her to the establishment, puts her in this room, and there's cameras hooked up in that room. Like, that pervert, what's wrong with him? He, like, wants to see her get changed and everything, and Adam came in, and they went into that shower. Can we talk about that shower scene where it was getting all steamed up, and they were talking, and I thought something was going to happen between them, but nothing happened, and their faces were so close together, and so much touching, and I'm like, oh, do something now. But why am I saying this? Because I ship Warner and Juliet. I mean, I do like Adam and Juliet together, don't get me wrong. Maybe I'm just saying it because I like Warner and all. That was a good scene between them in the shower, and it was, like, so good. That was, like, one of my favorite scenes in the book, because there were no cameras, and then Adam got Warner to take down the cameras, and they got a little bit more privacy in her room, but nothing ever happens. And then something almost happens, but I was just like, no, nothing's gonna happen. And it turns out it was a dream. Like, we were stumped there. I didn't even know what to think there. I was disappointed. I'm like, no, it was a dream. And it turns out that, spoiler, not only can Adam touch Juliet, but so can Warner. Whoa! Warner can touch her too. We learn this towards the end of the book as they're escaping the reestablishment. They're going out the window, and he touches her ankle, and they're kind of doing like an adventure scene where they take the rope and they're getting out of the room, and then as she's leaving, he grabs her ankle, and he realizes that he can touch her, and he realizes it, I guess, not in that moment, but she realizes it, and she's like, Warner can touch me, and she's worried that he's gonna find her now, and that he knows that he can touch her. And then, actually, towards the end of the book, getting back to that kissing scene, he knows that he's saying that they have a connection, and that he loves her, that because he can touch her. And we find a little bit more about Warner throughout the book, that he is the head of the establishment, and father left him the hold to. He has issues with his mom. That's not important. The guy has mommy issues. We get it. Towards the end of the book, when Adam got shot, and I was just like, damn. And I love Adam. Don't make assumptions that I don't hate Adam, because I don't. I don't hate Adam, okay? I don't. I love him just as much as I love Warner. I mean, do I want Juliet and Adam together? Maybe a little bit, but I still like Warner. I'm Team Warner. But in terms of who Juliet once ends up with, I don't know. I mean, I still don't hate Adam, but when he got shot, I didn't know what to do with myself, and I'm just like, no. And then they escaped in that car, and they drove to the place, and they met Kenji, and that's how they meet Castle. And Castle's the head of the Omega Point, where all these people go for their superpowers, and they're learning how to use them. It's like they're gonna fight back against Warner in like the second book, and I know I'm going off topic, but it's true. So, and then she wakes up, and this guy's asking her, she doesn't know what her eye color is. Back to Warner and everything. Juliet is described as beautiful, like a very, very pretty girl. And Warner, I remember him saying to her, and this quote like sticks in my head. He says, "You are alarmingly beautiful," and she doesn't know she's pretty because she never looked in a mirror for years. I mean, she's been cut off from freaking society, people. Of course, she's not gonna look at herself in the mirror. Back to Omega Point. When she gets there and bring her in as one of their own, along with Adam, after they roll in swag style with their tank and Kenji, and they get her settled. They give her this special super suit that they had made for her before they got there. It's a special suit so that people can touch her without being harmed in any way, and it goes down, I think it's from her neck all the way down to her feet. And she also has these black gloves that she wears, and she has these little booties that I guess they all protect her from the people who touch her, the gloves obviously. So that, I thought that was pretty cool. And then at the end of the book, you notice that her and Adam hold hands toward the end, and they just walk up, and they're gonna begin their life at Omega Point, and she's gonna learn to harness her power, and he's gonna learn to do his thing, and that's how the last book leaves off, and how the second book picks up. The second book picks up, I'm assuming, right away. I mean, like I said, I just started reading it, so maybe not right away, maybe a few days later, but you get the gist of it. Theories for the next book. I think Warner is going to play a bigger part in this book than in the next book, and Adam's going to be a part of it obviously as well, and I think the relationship between Juliet and Adam is going to be stronger, and maybe we're going to see more of them together, and think that something might happen. I think Warner's going to try to win her back, and he wants her like bad, and he's not going to stop until he gets Juliet. So I think the next book's going to be just as good as the first book. I have high expectations for it, as I did with any other book. I mean, usually the sequel is just as good as the first book. I just started reading it, so I cannot wait to dive back into the book. I want to see more Kenji, which I need some more lines from Kenji. He's hilarious. I want to see more of James, because right now he's kind of in the background. I want to see more Warner. I know he's going to be a big part of this book. I want to see more Castle. I want to see more of these characters that we just met at the end of the book. I want to see if Juliet gets, not cured, but like if she can control the power and harness it. I want to see how this thing plays out with Adam touching her and Warner touching her. How the questions that we've been having are going to get answered. And I think that the next book's going to be good, and I have high expectations for it. I mean, I started reading it, and it's very good. I like it. And like I said, I will be doing a review for that book soon. So, not too soon. Maybe in a few months, maybe. That's my video. I hope you guys like my book talk. I went over as much as I could, and the points I remember, and I think I went over every aspect of the book. I went over everything. I hope you guys liked it. I'm doing a book talk for another book I'm not going to tell you about yet. I'm going to leave you guys in suspense because I want to surprise you, because it's a book that I really liked, that I need to talk about it, and I was very obsessed with, just as obsessed with Shatter Me. But to say is I like this book, and expect a long video because this is gonna be a nice book talk. I will be filming more videos. Maybe I'll do some tags, I'm thinking, soon. I gotta think of some video ideas for you guys that I haven't really thought of yet, because like I said, I'm in school and I'm working right now. More videos coming up soon, I promise. If you want to follow me on social media, my Twitter is @LettyFan93 and my Instagram is @DivergentFan93. That's my social media. I will post them all down below. I will see you then. Bye!